Hey, Scorpio, intuitive soul coach here with your August 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Scorpio, bottom of the deck, we have the books card. You've learned a lot of valuable lessons. There may be something that came to a halt, or it's about to come to a halt, because you do have the abrupt ending. This is the cow skull. I feel because this is in the past position, some of you have gone through some endings in the past that may still be affecting you in some way, shape, or form. And you've been carrying this around for quite some time, because we also have the boots card, and this does talk about a long journey. So you may have been trudging through the mud in some way, shape, or form. And for those of you that have literally ever walked in mud, especially if you are wearing shoes, right, or boots, it sticks to your feet and it adds on that extra layer of heaviness, and you carry that wherever you go. And I feel for some of you, some sort of mud was stuck to your energy or something of the past, and that's coming to an end here. I'm getting freedom, liberating oneself in order to move towards happiness, because you have the berries card showing up here. And I feel for some of you, there's sweetness just around the corner, but it does require you to get out of your own way in a way. Okay. And that makes sense because we have the 8 of Swords crossing your path, which can be letting go of old stories. And this makes sense with this ending. So it may not be a relationship coming to an end, although for some of you it could be. But what we do see here is the sun, and this is Leo energy, and the majority of August is in Leo season. So I feel like there is a sweet surprise right around the corner, but it requires us to let go of what was to make room for what's possible. And for some of you, you may be saying, well, Mel, I've let go of these things. But 10 of Cups showing up here in your energy says that you still may be in between worlds, right? The ending is here, or it's something you've embraced, but I still feel like you are trying to push towards a new beginning, and maybe it hasn't quite happened yet. But trust. Spirit is saying trust. There's a second chance being offered. Judgment. A judgment call being offered. Some of you, you may have been judging a situation. You may have felt judged in some way, shape, or form, Scorpio. Oh, but I like the sweet surprise that's coming around the corner. And you know what the best thing is? I feel like you don't even expect this, because you're not focused necessarily on it. You're still kind of in the throes. Even though you want a new beginning, there's still some pieces of mud. It's like you're scraping off the mud, and in doing so, you don't see that there's another pair of shoes right here that is going to fit you better, right? Or it's going to be more clean or healthier, or, more suited to your needs, right? Instead of going out in 100-degree weather wearing, boots that are up to your knees and really thick, and they're meant for being in, Alaskan weather. I feel like there's something about you seeing what's over here. And I'm kind of getting a little bit of 5 of Cups, although I don't see it yet. Some of you, there's been non-committal or inconsistent energy back and forth. If that's the case, that may be coming to an end. For others of you, I feel like this is mental muckery. It's the mind playing tricks on us. It can be old stories, old lies, old shame, old bitterness that we tell ourselves, that we're not good enough, or we're never going to find love, or whatever it may be. You know, the stories that your mind weaves. Those are just illusions. They're not true. It's of the past, which is no longer in the present, right here, right now. And I feel like that's what Spirit is guiding you to take. There's been a journey here that you have taken. Either you've been single for quite some time, maybe you've been struggling in a relationship or a repetitive pattern of the same type of relationships. Or for some of you, you've been married for a coon's age, right? With the boots. There may even be military in your background. But what I see here is very valuable lessons in matters of the heart. You've learned a lot. Now you're taking some of that learning and you're putting it to practical use. You're turning it into wisdom. And it has everything to do with love and relationships in your world. Now, these love readings, a lot of times, yes, they can be geared towards romantic, but love can be love for your family, your children. So please take it as it resonates. There's a sweet surprise coming in, and I still feel like you don't see this coming in a way. And it's going to show up here, I feel, in Leo season. And it may be because you've been focused on scraping off that mud, right? But the surprise is something brand new waiting, because I love your outcome, and the Sun is the happiest card. And in the recent past, we actually have the Nine of Cups. So you may see this, or you may know that this is coming, but you don't know when. That's kind of what I feel here. Here's an inner knowing with the Nine of Cups. So we're starting off with the Knight of Wands. It is in reverse, which can be about recklessness, in and out, looking for ways to feel inspired. It can be jumping relationships. And for some of you, perhaps this was an energy of the past, right? Or it was something that felt fun, but you weren't quite sure if it had long-term sustainability. Or maybe there was a lot of back and forth here between you and another person. If that's the case, I just feel like there's an ending to the back and forth, because you want something where you don't have to question, right? You don't have to question, is this for me? If this is your own mind, I mean, Knight of Wands can be about not taking action because the mind is talking us out of it. And maybe you want to feel inspired. You want to feel passionate. You want to feel intimacy. But you may be telling yourself that doesn't exist. There's no one out there. I'm too old. I'm too whatever it is. And I feel like that's what's coming to an end. Whatever this lie is, that's not helping whatsoever. It's actually causing one to feel stuck, to feel tethered or tied to or restricted. I feel like you are breaking out of that mold. You're breaking out of feeling like you're in the quicksand in some way, shape, or form. When the Eight of Swords crosses your path, this is moving towards freedom, freedom of thought, freedom of whatever stuck journey you were in. Or a cycle is coming to a close, coming to an end for you. But it requires you, again, Scorpio, to kind of get out of your own way and reignite that fire within yourself and to remember who you are and where you came from. Not the old stories or conditions that have been brought to you here in this earthly plane, right? There's so much more than your experiences. Yes, they can define us, but they don't have to leave a negative imprint. They can inspire us to be better, to do better. And I feel like that's where you're at in this moment of your life, is feeling inspired to make new choices, to tell yourself a new story, excuse me, and to move forward with dignity, with humility and grace. Now, what's below you is the Justice. Some of you may be divorced, or you were in a karmic relationship. With this Libran energy, something wasn't fair, or some sort of truths had come out in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like there's a rebalancing of the scales. There's a rebalancing of the scales because you've ended a cycle, maybe abruptly. Maybe you said, enough is enough. I'm done telling myself that old story. It's like you had to be strict or firm with yourself. You had to take back your power, the power of your own mind. Because it started to cause a little bit of imbalance, but you're back in that right space, the right head space, the right heart space to really truly manifest your desires, your wishes with the Nine of Cups. This may be something you've wanted for quite some time. This is emotional fulfillment. It is feeling content, feeling good, even if you're single, right? 9 can be a singular energy, but if you are single, you're not going to be for long. Okay? And for those of you that are in a relationship, if you felt like you were going back and forth and you weren't quite sure what direction you wanted to steer the ship in, I feel like there's going to be a rebalancing or reprioritizing of your needs, your wants, your desires. And that may be what August is about for you as well. Where does my happiness lie? Is it with you? Is it with, is it going in a new direction? Is it honoring both of us by separating or disconnecting because we're not happy? So you're really doing a lot of weighing up pros and cons with this Two of Pentacles. You may even be comparing in a way, if I stay, if I leave, or comparing. Some of you, this is between two people. If you've just started to date, do we have more in common? Is this long term? Where are my values and beliefs? Do they align more with this energy or this energy? I feel like you will choose here, after reprioritizing, something more long-term, sustainable, and something that brings you a lot of happiness, because on a heart level, the Sun is about healthy ego. It's sharing a life with someone that you love. It is the external as well. It's abundant. It's good health, vitality, and happiness. It is the Leo energy here showing up, and I feel like there are moments of bliss for you, and you're going to know by how you feel, how your energy shines and gravitates towards another person or another situation here, or maybe the existing one that you're in, right? You're going to know, you're going to trust it. Because everywhere you are at is where you're meant to be in some way, shape, or form, for your growth, for learning, for memories, for opportunities of happiness and abundance. And the key is trusting in yourself, trusting that it's important to be present in the moment. You don't have to know if this is going to be long term, or you don't have to let the past come in and hold you back from opening up. What if you had just for today? What if you lived just for today? And that doesn't mean instant gratification, but it does mean being happy and present in the moment with another individual. So how are you doing? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is showing up here. You're wanting to heal some sort of family dynamic. This could even be talking to your children if you haven't talked to them. If there's been some sort of abrupt ending, a cutoff, someone has ghosted, someone has went cold. I feel like you're wanting to heal this. You're wanting to bring back more happiness. You're wanting to see the rainbow showing up again. You're wanting to come together in some way, shape, or form. And here it is. This is a wish of yours, and you have a second chance to do something over again. With the Judgment here, Scorpio. The Judgment shows up. This is your energy around changing your life for the better. But it requires you to do some sort of inventory of where your happiness lies, because your happiness could be different. What brings you happiness could be different than what brought you happiness 10 months ago. And that's why we're constantly reevaluating. We're constantly shifting our vibrations, our energies. And I feel like now is one of those times where you're putting an end to something that feels suffocating. And it could be your mind robbing you of your happiness. And therefore, you're putting an end to it, saying enough is enough. I'm changing my life for the better. And here's the action. I'm actioning it up by letting go of those regrets, by forgiving, maybe actually making a call, making amends, having a conversation. This could be filing divorce papers. Whatever it is for you, whatever this looks like, you're actioning it up instead of just thinking things through to the point where you're mentally exhausted or you're just going around in circles. This here is the new energy. Now, what's going on in the hopes and fears? Some of you may be saying, I put so much time and energy into this. Do I have what it takes to start fresh, to start new? Excuse me. For others of you, this is another energy of reevaluating your goals, your life, reprioritizing. Do I need to detour? Do I need to pivot? Sevens are about inner awareness, reflection, wisdom, and insight. They're also a highly spiritual number. And I do feel for some of you Scorpios out there, you are transforming your life in a big way, right? This is a big energy showing up here for you. You are assessing the return. Is it worth it? And I feel for those of you, if it is affecting your happiness in some way, shape, or form, you're making changes to alter it, to go in a new direction, and you're putting an end to things that block your happiness. I feel like that's what it comes down to, because your final outcome, Scorpio, is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a gift of love. It is a gift from the universe. It's a new beginning, a new love connection. This is a soul-quenching renewal, one that is filled with inspiration, intuition, grace. This could definitely be a new relationship coming in, or it can be you choosing your heart, you choosing you first, even if that means ending situations that are unhealthy or unhappy. This is your cup of love. You can do what you want with it. And I do feel like there's some form of renewal because you've given yourself or are choosing yourself, and you can't drink from an empty cup. And I feel like whatever was draining your cup, it's almost like you had a hole in the bottom of the cup, and it kept leaking out. You were leaking your energy. Sometimes when we have these thoughts, Eight of Swords, where we feel restricted, it can be leaking our energy so far into the past, which no longer exists, right? In the present, it's an illusion, or we leak our energy when we move too far into the future. You're letting that go. And I feel like you're patching up your cup and you're saying, I'm filling the cup with what is happy, what brings me happiness. And that may be a person, that may be you choosing you, that can be better health, better vitality, feeling inspired. I mean, this is a really beautiful outcome, Scorpio. And I feel like there's a long-lasting love here, or a deep spiritual type of love that brings a lot of happiness and a lot of light and a lot of wish fulfillment to your world. Spirit, can we get a timing card here? I mean, Ace of Cups can be within a month. It can be a month energy. But let's take a look at some timing. And it landed on the ending card. So we have April. Maybe there's some sort of ending or significance around April of 2024. Excuse me. My voice is being activated. So some of you, maybe there was a cutoff or communication. Maybe you haven't talked to someone since April. We also have not obsessing about it. This can be that mental robbery. It's like letting someone live rent-free in your head and you are wanting to evict them. That's exactly what I feel. Whatever is living rent-free in your mind and they're not paying rent, there's no dividends, there's no value, we're letting it go. And some of you, because you see the whiskey bottle in the back and the cigars and the drink or the scotch or whatever it is, I feel for some of you, you may have even dealt with, or you've numbed your emotions, or you've dealt with people who've numbed their emotions. And maybe that's why you've cut something out of your life. For some of you, it could be April 5 years ago, right? Maybe you're dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. But I feel like you are moving forward on a new path because both of these are part of this ending. Okay, so I feel like this isn't April of 2025. I feel like this is the past energy. Spirit, can we get a little bit of insight into this surprise? When's the surprise in this Ace of Cups showing up here? Okay, now that landed on the Ace of Cups. In a few months, beautiful, in a few months. This is right around the corner. And even though I see happiness now, we see Leo season all over here, I do feel 1 to 2 months even. I know few is 3, but because we have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, I feel like you've been reevaluating for quite some time, and you're going to see a lot of growth. You may even, if you're choosing yourself first, you could come into that 2 of partnerships, of choice, of duality in a few months. And yeah, this is happening sooner rather than later here for you. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle, or do we want to clarify? Actually, let's clarify a couple of these cards. I want to take a look at the Judgment. Sometimes the Judgment can be a second chance to bring something back to life. The Judgment card can also be, forgiveness. It can be a brand new path, a brand new beginning. And I kind of see that with the Ace of Cups, opening your heart up here, choosing the path that maybe you're committed to. 7 of Pentacles, maybe you're with someone and you've been tossing out the idea of, should I stay, should I leave? I almost feel for some of you, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Spirit, tell me about the Judgment card, please, showing up for Scorpio. Why is the Judgment card for Scorpio? Queen of Coins. Okay, Queen of Coins is wanting peaceful abundance. Yeah, you have an opportunity here to do things differently that bring you more peace, that bring you more abundance. And look at bottom of the deck, we're getting the Sun twice. This is unbridled joy. The fact that the Sun's showing up 2 times, whatever second call or second choice or judgment call that's being made is actually going to bring you a lot of happiness. I feel like it's very important for you to let go of regrets. This can also be with the Judgment and the Justice. This is a karmic cycle that is being restored to balance here. There's some sort of karmic debt that may have been, learned, may have been part of it with the books, showing up with the knowledge. For some of you, you learned a lot about being in a relationship with someone of the past, okay? And there is a second chance to open your heart up to love and to find and embrace happiness on a whole new level than you've ever experienced in the past. So this is quite significant. Let's get a message here from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have, please, for Scorpio? What do we have for Scorpio? Love. Poised. Get ready. Get ready, because you are actioning something up. Some of you may be 48 years old. 48 could be a significant number for you. This is all about being ready. It's bringing something to light. Oh, wow. Because we have the light showing up twice, you're definitely bringing something to light. This is an important message. You may want to take notes here. This is being at your best. It's confidence. This is solar plexus energy. Yeah, double confidence to move forward on your journey. And you will be rewarded with sweet results. There's a surprise showing up here for you as well, Scorpio. You can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge. Literally, we have the knowledge and the wisdom from the books here. Spirit wants you to remember that. And you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. Yes, it is. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. And when you are confident and happy in your own skin, here you are, 9 of Cups. This is you confident, emotionally fulfilled. You're doing good on your own. You're looking good. You're successful. You're thriving. Then you are ready for a deeper, more intimate relationship. You have nothing to prove right now. You're completely yourself and can handle anything. Love, friendships, and harmonious new connections are all present now or are coming in. You're ready to give and to receive from the heart. That's your Ace of Cups. You're ready for this. This is a beautiful place to be, Scorpio. This is one of the best love readings for August because you're doing good independently, right? You're not codependent. It doesn't mean that, you're not in a relationship, but it means that what you bring to the table is special. It is aligned with what you are looking for. You're attracting someone who has a lot of the same characteristics that you have, right? There's a mirroring going on. So all of the best parts, right? You are poised, you are ready, you're confident, and other people recognize that. And I feel like you are in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form. You may be getting a lot of attention at this time, Scorpio, during Leo season. And I feel like you may commit, you may give someone a chance. You may say, I'm also getting here, there is a message. I'm going to read the protection because some of you may still be in your head, but there is a message here around not judging a book by its cover. Okay. So some of you could give someone a second chance after originally maybe casting them aside or saying, yeah, I don't know if you're my type or we have enough in common. I feel like there is a dual energy of maybe opposites. I mean, I know they say opposites attract, but I feel like the energy here is of attraction, of common ground, common interest. But I feel like this could be opposite from your usual type, but actually they really do align with you in some way, shape, or form. Now I'm going to read the protection message because some of you, this is what your head is telling you, but it's not true. Okay. This is what your head is telling you, but it's not true. And the first word is, or the first sentence is you're not ready to move forward at this time. That's a lie. I feel like you are ready to move forward, but your head is telling you you're not ready, but you are. I mean, every card in here is new beginnings, endings, bringing in new beginnings, happiness, success, take a leap. But I feel like your head is telling you, don't do it. And it says, be poised in the face of demands and deadlines. Okay. I feel like you are wanting to postpone things until you feel completely ready. Of course, trust your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that, then go with it. But if it's a belief or a limitation, which for a lot of you it is, right? Because of the Eight of Swords crossing you, it's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. Okay? So that's what I'm getting here is it's time to do something now. And the head is telling you, wait, postpone, you're not ready, or it's not time. And I feel like the judgment is saying, oh, yes, it is. The time is now. Get ready. Prepare yourself. So I like this showing up for you. Let's get a final message from your crystal spirits, your guides. What do we have for the crystal spirits? At this time, if you can, Scorpio, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big breath in. Hold it for as long as you can. And release with a nice big exhale through your mouth. Nice big sigh outward. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now this could be a crystal that's showing up as a specific color, maybe hues of blue, pink, green, orange, or yellow. Perhaps your crystal has points, clusters. Maybe it's in its rawest form. Maybe it's tumbled or polished. Your gemstone could be showing up as a specific shape or size. Maybe you're familiar with the name of the crystal, or perhaps you're just tuning into the frequency that it's emitting. Maybe that of unconditional love, creative expression, protection, or guidance. There is no right or wrong answer, Scorpio. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystals, whether you have one or more than one, drop them in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. Okay, it does not surprise me to see citrine with double sun energy showing up. It's card 17, which is the star in tarot, and this is all about confidence and abundance. Citrine is one of my favorites. It's actually this one here in the raw form. So some of you may be very familiar with citrine. And then we also have bronzite, card 13 here. Some of you are born on the 13th or the 17th. And how interesting that both of these are a yellowish golden yellow. So we're going to look at both of them today. Card 17, first up, is all about joyful expressiveness. It's exuberance and happiness. It's letting go of any and all negativity. And that's what your reading is about today, putting an ending to it. In our relationships, we work to build foundations of love and trust. And one way to do that is through simply spending time together, having fun. Do something with someone else, some activity you enjoy or that neither of you have tried before. That will make your hearts happy. Being adventurous can be fun, even if the experience doesn't turn out quite as you expected and the rain insists on falling on your parade. Intend to find something funny and positive in whatever you do with others today, and joy will be your gift. And we have the sweet surprise here. Remember, you have the Ace of Cups, which is the gift. We have joy showing up with the sun twice, so this makes perfect sense for you. Remember, your joy encourages and inspires others to let go of their sadness and cynicism. So don't hold back. Radiate happiness, Scorpio, because when you do, you light up a room. You light up the energy. Others want to be around you. There's a sense of togetherness. There's a sense of joy and happiness, and that's what you are meant to embrace this month. Now, citrine is a stone that teaches us how to create abundance by taking action from an enthusiastic, heart-based place. It helps us recognize the value in all that we have, teaching us gratitude and the lesson that true abundance is not about monetary worth. True abundance is not about monetary worth. And that's what you are embracing here. All right. And then we have card 13, bronzite. This is about loyalty. This can be loyalties to oneself. It's about steadfastness, self-respect, and trusting that the universe has your back. For some of you, this has to do with the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is the Eight of Swords showing up as a little bit of a challenge for you. And this could be why, because you've been betrayed in the past. You can heal the sting by extending trust again, as challenging as that may be. Bronzite spirit reminds you that this time, however, you are much wiser and stronger. See, we keep getting that message of lessons, knowledge, and new opportunities coming around to do things differently this time. You are much wiser and stronger, much more mindful of the signs that signal you to step back and nurture yourself. Being true to another is an expression of the beauty of the divine, and you have this capacity. Your loyalty and steadfastness will be rewarded by the universe, perhaps in ways that you don't expect. Be true to yourself, Scorpio, knowing that a loving, respectful relationship with yourself lays the groundwork for a loving, respectful relationship with another. Remember, you are always protected when divinely directed. Beautiful. And when you work with a stone, bronzite, it can help assist in discerning what needs to be released in order for us to heal. So for those of you that want to stop obsessing, or if you want to put an abrupt ending to a situation mentally, that may be replaying out over and over, this is an excellent stone to help you do so. Due to its iron content, it is also the stone of strength, lending support as we allow all that no longer serves us to fall away. What beautiful messages today, Scorpio. I think Leo season is going to be a very powerful one, even though you've been on this long journey, right? Even though there's been, endings and past situations of broken trust and misplaced loyalties. The sun is shining. A new day has dawned. And I feel like you are removing or pushing through the blockages of fear or the barriers of insecurities or, past illusions that may be blocking your happiness at times. And with doing so, you walk right into this surprising element of joy and freedom and expansion. And you open your heart to this beautiful gift, this beautiful blessing. And I feel like August is going to be very pivotal in matters of the heart. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that resonates. If so, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And do drop your crystal spirits in the comment section below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Thank you so much for tuning in, beautiful souls. Till next time.